And up to 3,000 private schools are set to benefit from a 7 billion shilling concessional loan facility from the government. The facility will be used to support infrastructural development in readiness for schools reopening in January. And as our very own Faizal Ahmed reports, the Ministry of Education maintains that the planned reopening of schools in January remains as scheduled.
This is Moya Brethren School, one of the top private schools providing basic education to hundreds of learners. But the last 4 months have been challenging for private schools as they have been starved of their main source of income, school fees. And like many schools, the closure of schools has forced the proprietor of the school to explore alternative income-generating activities to pay his bills. Joseph Minor, the proprietor of the school, has had to venture into poultry. Chicks replacing pupils in these classrooms.
Nasi tukaanza kujiuliza, vile tumeachwa bila pesa sasa, tutafanya nini? Ndio tukaanza kufikiria mimi na mke wangu na nyami yangu tufuge kuku.
Can we agree together that...
But the announcement by Education Cabinet Secretary George Magoha of a 7 billion shilling concessionary facility to private schools could be a timely reprieve. Under the loan facility, 3,000 schools are to benefit from the funds at an interest rate of between 2.5 and 3.5%.
The government is further considering availing 7 billion shillings in terms of concessionary loans for those who qualify for it, to private school owners. What else do you want the government to do?
The 7 billion shillings will be disbursed to each school depending on their absorption capacity. The funds will be used to support the school's infrastructure development for COVID-19 management. The beneficiaries will be required to spend the funds in construction of extra classrooms. to ensure social distancing once schools are reopened. Procure sanitary and washing facilities to ensure the highest level of hygiene. With schools expected to reopen in January, the loan is expected to cater for ICT infrastructure in readiness for the phased reopening. In the meantime, the CS maintained the January timeline for reopening schools remains as scheduled. Its only exception being an earlier than anticipated flat COVID-19 curve.
The position of opening schools in January was not cast on concrete. Should the position change at any time, nothing stops us, together with you, from looking at the timetable and coming backwards or going forward. Now, when I say that, somebody says, no, I've now said we don't know when we are opening. Who has told you we don't know when we are opening?
Faizal Ahmed, Citizen TV, Nairobi.